Gemini, welcome to Illuminated Tarot. My name is Jenna. Today I'm here to do a reading for you for the week of January 10th through the 20th. We're going to take a look at what you may not see coming, get some important advice from Spirit, and take a look at what you might need to ground during this time of heightened emotions. We're entering into a Cancer full moon in a matter of like 4 or 5 days, I believe, if you're catching this early. And also five planets are going to be in water signs. So there's a lot of maybe some triggering events collectively and individually that could be occurring, but it's not necessarily heavy. It just means that you're going to be needing to take a look more so at your emotional body and what it's telling you. All right. So I have the Healing Waters deck that we're going to be pulling from. Thank you, Spirit, for presiding over this reading for Gemini. Let's see. Let's see what's going on in your healing waters, in your emotions during this time period. We have got, okay, a lot of people are getting these cards. Wow, same. This is funny. This is new, though. This is new. A lot of people haven't gotten this card yet. It's Immerse Yourself, Training, Learning, New Hobbies, Passions. So your time, your free time needs to be centered around your passion. What lights you up, what you want to go toward, what you want to learn. Some of you are undergoing some course of study, or you're learning a new hobby or a new trade, a new skill, and you are immersing yourself in it. Like you could feel like, I'm so obsessed with this thing. I can't get enough of it, whatever it is. And I love it when you find something you love to do. It feeds you and nourishes you in profound ways. And I think that that's bringing out a lot of happiness and satisfaction for you during this time period. So keep doing that. Immerse yourself in it. That's a green light from Spirit saying, you know what, just dive in to what you're learning. This is a very justice type of energy around maybe seeing the truth of something you were born to do, something that is a natural fit for you based on your skills and your talents and your abilities. All right, now we have the Wellspring, which everybody's getting this because Cancer full moons, it's about taking care of our needs, self-nurturing, self-loving it, self-caring it. So you have the Wellspring. What are you thirsty for? Body care, take a breath. So you need to rest and recuperate and relax. There's a lot of shifting going on. And I think the best approach that I'm finding for the entire collective, and you in particular, I think you're mastering it. That's why I'm saying this, is just to surrender and go with the flow. And whatever emotions come up, don't suppress them. Don't try to overreact to them. Or, basically, this isn't the time to like panic. It's the time to be centered in your awareness, because that's going to be your anchor. Whatever disciplines you have, go to them at this time. That's why we're on the spiritual path, because they lead and guide us towards our own center. So body care. And then the waterfall, inner power, unbridled confidence, claiming your place. Libra had 2 out of these as well. So it seems like a theme for the air signs where you need to let your emotions flow. Don't, put a cork in it or suppress what you're feeling. Dive into them. You don't have to be afraid of what comes up. Let them flow. You're also, I just feel like you're really getting joyful and excited and replenishing yourself through some sort of activity that's really feeding you. Yeah, you might be breaking free from something. Is breaking free at the bottom of the deck? Let's see. What you don't see coming. What you don't see coming during this time period, which I'm reading the day before this period starts. So you're going to be feeling these energies. Let's see. Then we'll do one more. We got the Page of Pentacles sideways, upright, sideways. I was saying, you have an opportunity to invest in something new that I've heard is nourishing your soul. Nourishing your soul. I love that. Yeah. We have the Chariot, the 3 of Swords. Yeah, that's why. There's the Page of Pentacles. You're nursing some pain. There's something that you're going to clear up during this time period that if you're uncertain about how you're going to move forward with something. Why is the 3 of Swords here? Page of Wands, Knight of Wands, 2 of Cups. Okay. This is happening. I actually, before coming into this reading, I heard something about like, because of Mars and retrograde in Cancer, once Venus and the full moon hits in Libra in April, if there's any kind of situation in love where you're not sure what the fate of it will be, you'll know for sure by mid-April. I think it was April 12th. There's some sort of either fear of moving forward in a situation and actually putting energy into it. It doesn't have to be around romantic love, but the reason why I'm saying this is you have the Page of Wands, the Knight of Wands to the Two of Cups. So are you worried about something that you're moving forward in that might create pain for you, but it's actually going to be better than you can imagine? Because the Page of Wands is just go for it, play, twirl, enjoy it. You've got a brand new start in something. There's a lot of passion. Two of Cups, it doesn't have to be a romantic situation. It's just something that you are nourished and fed through which interacting with this. So oftentimes we do equate it with love in the tarot. Two of Cups, shared love, exchanging cups. But you could be exchanging cups with your career, with a friend. It's something that is going to lift your spirits. This pain has a lot to do with you worried about not getting what you need. And Spirit said, you got to trust your intuition and move forward and not focus on the shadowy elements that are at play right now for the collective. Because if you want to, I was just telling Scorpio this, or I don't know, some sign recently, where if you want to focus on the timeline of fear, you're going to reach for that eventuality, if that makes sense. But if you want to reach for the timeline of hope and faith and recognizing the love, and if you're co-creating with someone and it doesn't look like that's going to be a timeline of real shared love and instead hurt, it's like you got to look at what is. And a lot of times in tarot, it's our unwillingness to see the truth of something that makes it hard for us. It's like, no, this is the way it should be instead of the way it is. So I'm getting these messages, Gemini, around either you're marching into something new, brand new, and you're worried it's not going to go the way you want, or you've been dealing with hurt in a situation, bringing it together in a way that makes it move forward. Basically, Knight of Wands could be something that's kind of hot and cold, like here today, gone tomorrow. So I'm definitely getting this kind of like an unreliable energy here. Let's see. I just clarified the Three of Swords. That's when we got the Page of Wands, Knight of Wands, and Two of Cups. Three of Wands and the Lovers. Yeah, I feel like there might be some sort of pause right now and a decision point around a connection. This is happening to everybody. It seems like everybody's like having second thoughts about their relationships and about whether they want to move forward. Is this really what I want to be? Because we're in a 9 year. So this is when we're like looking at everything karmically and going, is this the right person, place, thing I really want to, attach to? Why is the Chariot here? Ace of Pentacles, King of Wands, Three of Cups. Well, you're moving forward with your desires and you're investing in something, and it looks like this is going to stabilize. It goes from the Knight of Wands to the King of Wands once you get in that Chariot. So if you hesitate, I think that's normal. We hesitate when it comes to really opening up and being vulnerable, sharing ourselves. A lot of you are worried that you're in a situation that's not going to deepen. Think twice about it, because if you are coming together, this could be a friendship that you're investing in right now, and there's a strong attraction, and it's going to lead you somewhere. That's why it's like unbridled confidence, inner power. Take a breath. Take care of your body. Focus on yourself. Focus on your passions, your new hobbies. I feel like there's something playing out. This could be you reaching for something new and investing your time and energy into it and celebrating that. You could be coming together with friends and it's like the spirited time for you. You're moving forward. Some of you are traveling and you're getting over heartbreak and you're making plans with friends and you're getting nurtured by these people. Others of you, if you're preparing yourself to go into a situationship and you're not sure the outcome, it looks positive. It looks like you're going to be celebrating a new milestone sometime in January if you invest in this. Someone around you, I feel like this person, someone's coming forward wanting to invest in this and take it to the next level. Okay, that's good. Let's see what the Page of Pentacles is. Yeah, Nine of Cups. I felt that energy coming in. This is about you making yourself happy right now. You have a Tower. There's someone who's going to realize. That's why I'm talking a little bit more about relationships. Yeah, there's something where there's like, I don't think anyone's necessarily playing games. You might feel like they are. You have the Seven of Swords here with the Tower and the Nine of Cups around Page of Pentacles. It's almost like who's going to make the first move? Who's going to be vulnerable? Who's going to be real and authentic? And, you know, you need to stay in your power, Gemini, no matter what. I think that plans are going to be made. There's definitely going to be an investment forward here because you're going to be moving past some period of like upset or hurt in a connection. There's some trust issues that need to be cleared up. I think you may have had some sort of conflict or some sort of crumbling to a foundation. And I mean, you might have somebody who's standing a little bit in their ego, you know, wanting to be right. Oftentimes when I get a pairing like this, it's when two people are like, no, it's, you know, this is the way I see it. No, this is the way I see it. And then there's like a disagreement. So be careful and mindful of needing to be right in a situation. Everyone has their own perspective. It doesn't mean yours is right or wrong. I mean, because we all color our experiences through our own lens. So, I mean, the truth is relative, isn't it? It's very true. And that's why it's so hard working in relationships with people, because you have your truth and they have their truth. And how do you find that common ground? And that's what you're trying to do. You're trying to make peace with each other. So you have some sort of relationship that's taking center stage at this time. And there's a little bit of like, you're on shaky ground. Ultimately, when you're on shaky ground with someone, the best advice I can give you in this tarot reading is to pause. Try not to push any sort of expectation or agenda and let things unfold. It's like you're being immersed, right, in your own life. What's going on for you outside of this connection, right? And also take a breath, pause, and then you're going to regain your footing and you're going to, it's like when I feel like there's some confusion in any connection and things aren't working, if you don't pause and really get clear from not the ego wanting to grab it and say, this is how it should be, from your true, authentic, centered self saying, this is what my intuition is telling me to do. I see this is going to go from a Knight of Wands situation to a King of Wands situation, and you're going to be celebrating moving forward with this, but you're clearing up something right now. As we speak during this time period, you're clearing up what looks like something needs to be looked at, the foundation of this connection, because it's, you're like, there might be something off here about whether this is truly going to be satisfying for you, the way you both are approaching this relationship. Basically, if you course correct now, it could solve you, prevent a lot of headaches in the future. That's what I'm getting. I'm going to get some advice now. Let's get some advice. Interesting. I'm getting so much, and y'all just have to bear with me here. I did the monthly, and it was a lot of different energies, right, for the month. But it seems like this particular time period, I think it's because it's the Cancer full moon, where we're being asked to release what doesn't serve us. And it doesn't mean we're releasing people necessarily. It's our thoughts and beliefs about people and about our projections and about our attachments. And it's hitting everybody. That's why there's almost everybody's getting Two of Cups. So it doesn't mean it's a romantic situation. It's someone that you love, that you're having issues around, and pain that needs to be cleared, moving past the pain. Tower. There's another Tower. Queen of Cups. Knight of Cups. Told you. Your advice is whatever is shifting, whatever pausing, and you're like, there's uncertainty, know that it's there, right? Like I said, if it's built on some sort of faulty foundation, it's so both of you can let the energy settle and come at it from a more loving, unconditionally loving place, right? I think too that someone's going through some sort of heart awakening around their feelings for you, Gemini. Very much so. When I get this pairing, the advice is let the universe handle this. You don't need to control outcomes. Take a step back, take care of you, do your hobbies, see your friends, hang out, do your self-care. This is going to resolve itself on its own. It will. See, this is the thing that we don't do in our lives. We don't trust. Trust that by taking a pause actually allows the energy to move forward. Wow. There's a sudden shift here. There's definitely a turn towards unconditional love and romance. I think someone's going to be coming to their senses. If you felt like someone was starting to play games with you and it felt like you guys were starting to play mind games, no, that's not the direction you want to go in. Wow. I love that advice because, Knight of Cups is just open your heart, see what happens. You might be pleasantly surprised. Don't think the worst of a situation until you let it play out and see what happens. Because it looks like if you've had some problems in a connection, it's going to be cleared up. I would not push an agenda or fight for your own desire to be right. When two people fight to be right, then you're both wrong. If that makes sense? Let's get what can help ground you during this time period. You are being challenged in a connection to move past some pain and to, it feels like somebody you've been dealing with, trying to ground it into something here. Going to the next level, perhaps. Someone really being vulnerable. Everyone's having a problem being vulnerable. Two of Swords, Justice, Six of Wands. I told you, you're going to come out of this period of unknown, period of maybe feeling a little bit blind, not sure which way this is going to go. Like I said, you're at a crossroads here. Balance is needed. Balance within you. You get balance within you, everything around you will balance out. And I'm telling you, everyone's getting triggered right now. Everyone. Where we're looking at like stuff. This is a karmic year. So, and we're starting it off with a bang with all of these watery elements astrologically. So, especially with this Mars in retrograde, it's like things aren't really moving forward. We actually feel like we're going backward a little bit as a collective, but it's so we can review and change the way we operate. So we can move to a higher, more elevated way of looking at things and acting accordingly. Instead of from ego, low self, right? Like, well, they're playing mind games, I'm going to play mind games. No. Don't even participate in that. This is about you staying in balance. So in order for you to ground in these emotional waters, I would say wait until the smoke clears. Wait until the dust settles. So you can come back into balance, see the truth of a situation. This is seeing the truth of a situation and reaching for that level of success. It's like you're going to be the victor here by staying in balance with you. Don't let somebody rattle you or feed a timeline of being helpless when all you have to do is settle in your own frequency here. It's at the bottom. Yeah, the wheel, Seven of Cups. It is, yeah. In Chariot. You could be dealing with a Cancer. This Cancer full moon is going to reveal a lot. There's going to be some major changes to this connection and choices that are going to be made to actually commit. I feel like some of you are like in this situationship and you're unsure of which way it's going to go. And it looks like with the Hierophant here, I can't help but think that you're learning the lessons. And there's a lot of choices that are going to be made. But the wheel is turning, my friends. It is. This is about balancing light and shadow in the way we operate in our connections and our relational intelligence. Apply everything you've learned. But take a little bit of a less is more approach. I wouldn't be pushing or poking anything right now during this time, all right? Chill is the word on the street. Just be chill. I'm getting that, Gemini. Take it for what it's worth. This is just a short time frame. So the emotions are spiking. I think that overall you have the opportunity to actually really enjoy this time. Keep your heart open. See what happens. You got two towers here. And a little bit of this coming out of needing to be strategic when it comes to a connection. Transformation is at hand with this Seven of Cups. You see that salamander coming out? There's going to be a path forward. I think there's a little bit of fear over investing in this. But ultimately, the higher truth here is that, these changes are destined. Whatever's happening, it's like you need to let the wheel turn, let destiny, let the universe deal with it, okay? That's my biggest thing is the universe has a far greater plan than we do. We like to think that we figure it all out. We really think we have control, right? I heard, what was it? Have you ever seen that show? Tell Me Lies. Near the one of the last episodes, look this song up on Spotify. It's called Crazy. You know Crazy, was it Gnarls Barkley? He sang Crazy back like, I guess 15 years ago, but there's a modern version of it. If you go to Tell Me Lies soundtrack and you type in the song Crazy, I kind of feel like it's kind of that vibe here where it's like where we really think we're in control of a situation and we're not. And I feel like that's the person you're dealing with. They think they have control, but they don't. And at the end of the day, they're going to realize this after some reflection. When I loved myself enough, I began leaving whatever wasn't healthy. This meant people, jobs, my own beliefs and habits, anything that kept me small. No judgment called it disloyal. My judgment called it disloyal. Now I see it as self-loving. Let me say that again. When I loved myself enough, I began leaving whatever wasn't healthy. This meant people, jobs, my own beliefs and habits, anything that kept me small. My judgment called it disloyal. Now I see it as self-loving. Yeah, that's what I'm asking you to do here. And these cards are asking you to do. Make sure you're loyal to self. Stay true to yourself, Gemini. Take a few moments to reflect on ways you loved yourself today. What did you leave behind that wasn't healthy? You could be walking away from something that isn't healthy and actually surprisingly heading towards something that is for some of you. Others of you, you're clearing up some unhealthy, toxic, unhealthy traits. It doesn't feel like you. It feels like somebody you're dealing with because it's a King of Wands. Honestly, and then you're showing up as the Queen of Cups. You don't want to be a fool for love here. And I think that you're calling somebody out and you're letting them figure it out. But ultimately, balance will be achieved here and you'll get your outcome that you want. When you recognize and reflect on even one good thing about yourself, you are building a bridge to a place of kindness and caring. The first quote was Kim McMillan, and the second quote is Sharon Salzberg. Write down one of your favorite traits about yourself. Celebrate why you love this about yourself. Yeah, I think that you're actually, I can tell you right now what you love about yourself is that you know how to stay in balance despite facing fear of the unknown. And that might be your test right now. Can you stay in balance when there's fear of the unknown present? Wow, that's a nice little message at the end there. Gemini, take care. I'll see you soon.